So we are going into Demon Island. We have bamya on the top and Macheeete on the Thor.
Yeah,
Macheeete
and
is able to pick up the very first weapon, picks up the orb, but bamya gets the first hit. We're seeing these gauntlets already played here. Since bamya plays the Mordex, the gauntlets are probably going to be the thing used the most, but here we are in the hammer trial, so hopefully we do see some hammer. So far, both of them not really using any of the hammer, but bamya picks it up, so let's see what can be done here.
yeah, he gets that nice stomp into the there to get send him up right up in the air there. But Macheeete, I mean, he's the most damaged on the field at the moment. Bamya gets that nice stomp into Sarah, gets it, leads to the KO. And yeah, that's gonna be a nice first dog on there from Macheeete. And Bamya's still pretty healthy right now. I mean, he's only on about orange health. His health kind of matches his V5 right now. I like the the kind of sync he's going with right now. But Bamya on this gauntlet's definitely something to fear. But Macheete's over on his orb. You know, he gets a nice highlight into the stair. Macheeete definitely needs to clean off bamya, you know, as quickly as possible. You know, you want to minimize that extra credit. You don't want to let bamya run away with this game here. But you got to seal this stock. But how are you going to take this stock is question here from Macheeete. He gets that insig. It rainbows bamya, but bamya is still alive somehow.
bamya trying to keep capitalizing on this lead before Macheeete can take out a stock. And bamya is doing a really good job. Macheeete is down to one stock and bamya is still on red.
Yeah,
This is a very good lead.
yeah, and you know, it kind of goes to, you know, what I was saying at the start, where you don't want bamya with a lead right now, and Macheeete definitely, you know, he was failed to capitalize on one, but he does get the weapon throw, it does lead to the KO, and that's gonna be the first stock finally gone from bamya. However, is it too late, Chad? I mean, is it too late? Can Macheeete bring this one back? I mean, he has the orb in hand, but he has to go crazy right now. And someone like bamya, who's a top seed, you know, who's one of the destined people to win this tournament, Macheeete has to create a crazy upset now for our first top 8 game.
Macheeete has been able to get good damage in, but still in orange, so bamya very much so has a very good lead. Could easily end the game 1 right here. But Macheeete with the Ensig and then these Nairs is able to get very good damage on bamya. Might be able to get the KO with that Sig, but still able to get that hit in, bringing bamya off stage. With Macheeete having an advantage, the stocks are now tied up, but bamya still has a very big damage lead with Macheeete being in orange right now. Still not looking so good for Macheeete, but it is a lot more equal than it was before.
100%. You know, Macheeete is slowly but surely bringing it back, but he still has a hill to climb here today. But you know, I mean, he's getting the 1-2s, he's getting the 1-2 hits, and low-key, he's bringing it back right now, and it's looking closer and closer like a verse 3 stock. Macheeete right now throws out the hammer, says, no, I'm not gonna be playing hammer right now. I want this orb. I'm looking to get the skill on bamya, but bamya just waits it out and gets that stomp here perfectly. Leads to the KO, and that's gonna be game 1. Going towards bamya.
That was a very close reverse 3-0. That was very scary for bamya, but bamya was able to still wipe it out and get the first game. Now we're going into game 2. Are we going to go back on the Demon Island? Yes, we are.
Yeah. So same picks as well too. The only difference is there is going to be a drip swap coming in from bamya. So I mean, let's see how that plays out for him.
The black colors are aura. Trust.
Yeah. So let's see. All right, getting into game number 2 here. I mean, still pretty even between both of these guys. You know, it's just the start right now. About 20 seconds into the game here, and you know, both players are just getting their hits in. Macheeete though, I mean, his orb has been kind of the, even in game number 1, he brought it back so close, and I feel like if he sticks on the orb and you know he's just able to capitalize those stocks off of bamya, I definitely think he can take this you know, win this game here and tie it up in the set 1-1. You see, I mean, he had a little bit of moment. He had his moment on hammer, but then he locked back in over on the orb. And, you know, he's getting the hits in, but it's still, once again, I mean, it's coming down. We're about to see first stocks being, you know, fall here. Looks like Bamya's gonna get that weapon throw. Doesn't get the cleanup though. A nice end line there from Macheeete, turning it around on Bamya now. A nice air, and I don't think Bamya touched there, and Bamya realizes that he's just gonna go and fall down, and Macheete's gonna be claiming that first stock from Bamya here in game number 2.
Already a very different game than game 1. Still pretty even, but this time it isn't a huge lead on Bamya, wherever it's like a last stock situation for Macheeete having to take it back. Here we are, both of them equal now with 2 stocks. Bamya has only taken a bit of damage in the very yellow, bright yellow. I don't remember what the terms are.
It's about bright yellow, yeah. Still pretty healthy though. That's what matters.
Yeah.
But Macheeete, I mean, he's controlling with this orb right now. You know, he's getting the hits, and like I said, the 1-2 hits. Oh my god, man, it's looking pretty crazy right now. This is a pretty nice set to start off this top 8 here. You see Bamya going for that ground pound. You know, you probably saw a ghost down there. You know, it's the Halloween season. You'll be seeing ghosts everywhere, right?
Absolutely.
And a nice stomp. Not stomp, but delay into the air. But Macheeete over on this hammer now. He's looking to get this KO, but how is he going to get it on Bamya, man? I mean, Bamya has him at a decent health as well, too. That dare surprisingly doesn't KO Bamya. This one's going to do it for sure. He gets the scoop, he gets the KO, now has the options of weapon. For sure, he's going to be on this orb. And it seems like Macheete's game plan here is to, well, okay, he's weapon starving him, first of all. That's his first game plan. But what I was going to say was, he's going to be sticking on the orb to build up damage and probably look for the hammer to get the KO. But Bamya gets that nice KO there and ties up the game pretty nicely and sticks back over on his gauntlets here.
Alright, able to pick back up the orb. We've seen the orb be able to get really big damage out on Bamya. But Bamya is closing the gap with this gauntlets really well. Putting Macheeete any hits in. Like, no hits in whatsoever. But Macheeete brings up the hammer. Let's see if they can get any hits on Bamya.
Yeah, I mean, right now, seems like Bamya kind of has control of this last stock situation here between, you know, him and Macheeete here in game number 2. But Macheeete, I mean, he's over on this orb, which I've been kind of talking about throughout this set. But Bamya, he gets this here. Macheeete tries to make it back, but just doesn't have the options to do so. And that's going to be the second game going towards Bamya. Amazing stuff.
Now we are going into game 3. If I was Macheeete right now, I'd be thinking, what's the best way to get past those gauntlets of Bamya so I can make this not end with a 3-0 situation? I would not be wanting to go to losers bracket right away in the top 8.
Yeah, and especially because, I mean, you don't want to be going down to the loser side, and especially in this manner for 3-0 in the, you know, like you said, the first game of the top 8, that's not going to be, you know, the greatest of things for Macheeete. But, you know, we'll see. We do have a map swap. We're going to be going over to Small World Zen here. So let's see, you know, what's going to be adjustment coming in from Macheeete. How does he adjust to fight this tough pick from Bamya here? And like you said, you know, just deal with the gauntlets. You know, I think game 2 definitely looked closer to game number 1. So if anything here, I'm expecting Macheeete to go crazy in game 3. I mean, he's been doing progressively better throughout the set. Hopefully he can take at least 1 game off of Bamya. That's what I'm expecting here from Macheeete.
Absolutely. The problem is that it seems that Bamya has adjusted a lot more to Macheete's orb. So from what I've seen, Macheete's been able to get a lot less done on the orb. But as I say that, I take it back because the orb hits coming in already getting Bamya off stage in red. Macheeete has control of the grounds right now. Misses that Sig, but then able to get that Sair, bringing Bamya still on the side of the map in a very dangerous situation. But Macheeete is taken off, and that Sig spikes Macheeete off, completely turning that around, complete counter from exactly what I thought was happening there.
Yeah, Bamya
That was crazy.
Yeah, he took controls of this game. You know, he just grabbed Macheeete and just sent him down straight to the void. But now Macheeete answers back. He gets the Sala into Sair, cleans it up, and, you know, still an even game between both of these guys. But Macheeete, like, of course, he's going to be on this orb, you know, to build up damage. And like I said, I mean, he's getting the 1-2 hits in, but this gauntlets from Bamya is something that you gotta be fearful of, man.
Absolutely. It's very close though. So Macheeete is able to take this back really easily. But it is still bamya he's facing. So anything can happen. Any situation can turn around like this with bamya with the gauntlets here. Bringing that Sig back, spiking Macheeete into oblivion once again the exact same way. Now Macheeete is on their last stock for this set. Unless they're able to turn it around and get these 2 stocks here. How are you feeling about this, Hockey?
Man, I'm scared for Macheeete, not gonna lie. You know, I don't want to start off the first game with a 3-0 going towards bamya, but it's looking so because, I mean, the position that Macheeete is at, you're down 2-0 in the set, and now bamya is, like, it seems like bamya has Macheeete figured out. Like, I don't know what's gonna be the adjustment here for Macheeete. You gotta play crazy here to take out these 2 stocks because the damage is even, and that's not what you want right now. You want to be doing more damage than bamya. You know, bamya gets maybe 1 hit. You want to be getting 2 hits. But finally, Macheeete gets that 2nd stock out of bamya, and it's a tied up in the stock count. But the damage lead is in bamya's favor right now.
Macheeete is looking for that orb to be able to. That is not the orb. I did not know. That was primed. Oh, that D-Sig cancels it out, and bamya finishes our game 3 with a 3-0, finishing our very first set of the top 8. Bamya is going to be moving on inside our set, and Macheeete will be going down to our losers bracket.